Gotta start over. The video I chose was when I consider how my life spent by John Milton. Milton, a politician in the 1650s. He is famous. He is famously and impressively encountered a very popular royalist contract track. Excuse me. He died in poverty and ill health. That's all you need to know. When you read the story, how my life is spent, the story basically talks about this guy who is blind, who is increasingly blind, and questions his God to why this is happening to him. He wants to know how is it possible to serve his God by being thus. In the poem, the main poetic devices are prosody, situational irony, and tone. Some examples of how these poetic devices are shown throughout the story. Prosody is used throughout the story. The unified rhyme scheme is A B B A C D D C E F G E F G. Under further observation, the reader, you can see that at the end of each line, with the first of the next, at the end of each line, the story rhymes. Well, the word rhymes. For example, like spent and present and need and speed. The character, well, I assume that the character of this in the poem is a poet himself. Situational irony is used in the story. Um, like when Milton, he knows that he is talented, but does not know how to deal with it. For an example, like in the story when he says, "In that talent which is deaf to hide," it is irony. It is irony because he is a man who is incredibly talented, yet isn't able to use his talents. Um, Finally, the story exhibits a big tone of loss. Um, this poem shows Milton dealing with this as best as he can through his writing. This poem has this poem was written by a deeply conflicted Puritan man, a talented man who has lost his independence as he lost his vision. Um, in these lines, Milton asks, "How could he work for God if the light is denied him?" This person, patient, replies that God has no need for his work and that he can serve God simply by accepting the situation. Okay, my thoughts throughout the story is that the speaker, well, the person telling the story is full of guilt and confusion. He takes pride in his large intelligence, very intelligent, but worries that he failed to use his light when he had it. Um, you can imagine him saying, "How could I know my vision was going to run out?" Basically, when he kind of just bends towards the serve of God, like um, a flower bends towards the sun, basically. But he is no longer fit for the kind of intensive work that he might have done. The character hopes that God does not blame him like the angry Lord from the parable of the talents that is a story in the Bible. And that is my teaching of the story when I consider how my life is spent. Thank you.